What's up, everybody? I'm JR. That right there is Chase, and this show that you are watching is F'N Wrassling. Chase, what's up, homie?
Not a lot, good sir. How are you, man? I'm just chilling out the old office space here. That is my living room in the world of lockdown.
Right.
Professional wrestling and getting ready to have an awesome interview with Victor Andrews.
Victor Andrews. This is gonna be fun, man. He's been around a while. He's done a lot. He's been doing it for a long time now, man.
Professional wrestler for 12 years. He's Mr. Everything. He is the current UPWA world champion.
Yeah, 400-day reign. Over 400-day reign.
That's how you make a belt important, man. You let someone hold it, defend it, carry it around. And I mean, and this guy's doing it on the road in the Indies aspects. And he's been around the world, dude. He's worked for he appeared in NXT, he's appeared in Ring of Honor, and now he's appearing on F'N Wrassling.
And I'm excited about it. So with that being said, let's bring him in.
Do it.
Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews, joining us on F'N Wrassling. Sir, how you doing, man?
Good, sir.
I'm doing great. I'm finally on F'N Radio, like F'N Wrestling. Like, what's this along?
That's what's up, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure,
man.
So happy to have you here, man. So let's get to it, man. Let's get started, man. So everybody, it's Victor Andrews. He's been around for a while now, doing the road tours, champion several times over and everything, man.
Man. I've been doing.
Look at that! Look at all that behind him! Look at all that behind him! That's crazy.
We were just saying
those all things. Who put those there?
Right.
I mean, we just have some plush toys of wrestlers. You have.
I was just about to say, like, how you guys got the. I don't even have one. Like, where's mine?
I got these at the show when y'all were here in Wilmington. Actually, in Wilmington, North Carolina. I got these from there.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you. So look, so let's get to it, man. So Victor, tell us. Let's start in the beginning. Let's start it all in the beginning, right? How'd you get into wrestling? What got you into wrestling? Wanting to be a wrestler?
What did you?
Okay, well, from the beginning, I'm still am, but I was doing modeling and acting. Okay. And I was with an agency in New York called Stanley Kaplan Talent, and I was doing boxing as well at the time. So I was trying to find a place to go and do some training, possibly get a fight, whatever. And there was a manager there. Her name was Lady Lee. She was a professional wrestler. She was really well known in the New York, New Jersey area. She came to me and she said, "Hey, I got a promoter who is a boxer, boxing promoter. He wants to get a look at you. He wants to take you to a gym, see how well you do." So he took me to the gym. I blew it out the water. They was like, "This guy's unbelievable. He's in there training with 300-pound guys and beating them up at 150 pounds.
Hell yeah.
150 pounds and pushing. So he got me my first fight with the Golden Gloves, New York Golden Gloves tournament.
Cool, dude.
I lost the first round by 1 point. They gave it to the dude by a point. Like, I was demolishing the guy. But for some reason, they gave it to him by a point. After that, I wasn't getting any more fights. Like, nobody was wanting to take a fight for me. So I was like, well, whatever. Right. So she came to me. She said, "Do you want to try wrestling?" And I was like, yes. Yes, I do. Like, can we go today? She was like, "No, we'll go Thursday." So I went, started training at Union City, New Jersey for Ace Pro Wrestling. I started training there and, just got my foot wet in the ring. I actually met Jay Lethal there.
Wow.
I was brand new. Wow. Had probably been training for maybe a month. Yeah. And that's one of the places that he would visit whenever he would visit New Jersey, because his mom lives near there. Okay. And he would go and he would hang out with the guys. He would go and train. And he actually got in the ring with me and started moving around. Like, no introduction, no how long you been doing it. Just got in the ring and started chain wrestling. I was like,
running around, man. That's
wow.
We got a great teacher, though, right?
Holy shit.
Yes, it was
like one of those amazing road warriors of professional wrestling. And I mean, I saw that you'd spent some time and done some matches at Ring of Honor. And Jay Lethal's like, I think, the longest reigning champion, or the most.
He's like the longest reigning competitor at Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I mean, that guy just has like storied history there. And Ring of Honor is just like it's like the workman's wrestling. Company. Yes. So that's just amazing, dude.
Damn, that's cool as shit. So where'd it go from there? So that's where it started?
Yeah, and I did a little bit with him. I moved to North Carolina and started training a little bit. I actually started moving around. Starting to get my foot wet in a couple of shows, trying to figure out who's who and what's what.
Yeah.
And I linked up with a couple of guys at this show called ICW that no longer runs. They were the Gorilla Squad. The 3 huge guys, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds at least each of them. And
sounds like my kind of guys.
yeah, like I legit went up to him and started talking trash to him. I was like, yo, I'll pick you up and slam you. Like I was that guy that's walking up.
Oh, okay.
Like, yo, you're the biggest dude in the locker room. I will beat you down.
Right.
So
okay.
They liked how I worked. They liked my tenacity. They liked the fact that I wasn't scared of nobody. I was like, I walked up to them and went face to face with them. I was like, yo, I want to get in a match with you. Yeah. So they introduced me to C.W. Anderson. I started training with him, and I've been up under his wing for a very long time. So I've been doing this for 12 years coming this September.
Wow. Congratulations, man. 12 years. That's amazing, yo.
It's paying off, man. Like I said,
you're paying off.
You had the UPWA title, world title right behind you. And like I think it's some research, man. You're a 400-day champion.
Over 400 days.
That's how you make a champion matter. That's how you make a championship matter. Is just you have a reign that lasts. You have defenses that matter, dude. So that's top notch, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I gotta ask, so you have the belt with you all the time. You have the world title with you right now, I imagine. So you just travel with it wherever you go.
Yeah, just pretty much. And whoever wants to contend for it, I put it on the line. I'm not afraid of anybody. Anybody wants to compete for the belt, let's do it.
Oh man,
that's what's
absolutely.
Up, man. So what's your history with UPWA? So obviously you've been with them for a while. You're over 400-day champion. How's that been going with working with them and everything?
This has been going really good. I've been with them for a very long time. I actually started out in a tag team, scenario with James Anthony, who was my tag partner, and we were first generation, and we kind of moved around.
I had that down here.
Yeah, we kind of moved around as a tag team for a little while, and not that people grow apart, but talents grow apart. And Donald finally saw that maybe we can give these guys some single competition. James went on into the cruiserweight division, was very successful. Has actually been the UPWA cruiserweight champion, and I went on into the heavyweight division. And as you can see,
there it is. Look at that. That's a nice championship. That's a beautiful belt, man.
Yes, so you guys were the tag team division, and then decided to break up and go solo. So in the world of professional wrestling, was it a mutual parting of ways to go for singles, or was there a heel turn? Did someone have to dastardly break up first generation?
No. It was a mutual thing. It was actually it wasn't a Shawn Michaels and Jannetty type thing.
Nah, okay, all right, good.
Man, what happened? It
was a Booker T and
Stevie Ray kind of. Okay, yeah.
It was that type.
Word up.
We were good.
JR, when we ever talk about wrestling, I always go back and forth on how factions can break up and how teams go. It's like, there is it the inevitable heel turn, or is it, hey man, we're just parting ways.
We're just growing apart.
Yeah. And it was kind of weird in a sense, because it wasn't like, oh, well, we're tagging today and not tomorrow. It was more like we're tagging, and eventually it started branching off into, okay, he's got a singles match, and then I got a singles match. And then we came back and did a tag match, and then he's got another singles match, and then it kind of just started branching off a lot more there.
Got you. Okay. So as far as your wrestling style and everything, what's some of your influences? Like, what's your wrestling style and based around?
Oh man, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I have background in that. I have a background in boxing. I have a background in catch wrestling. I try to learn all types of martial arts. I got a background in stunt work when I'm learning Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So I'm all over the place. So
Mr. Everything. Mr. Everything. Legit. Mr. Damn Everything.
I learned everything I
can. Come from, man. You take anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have a background in hand-to-hand combat from the military. So I got it all.
Okay. Thank you for your service, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your service, for sure.
Like you said, man, you said you're a stunt worker as well. And one of those things, I love coming at the world of professional wrestling from like a theatrical background. I mean, that's my whole history. I'm a theater arts major. And so I like seeing the theatricality that goes into it, man. And then that's one thing with wrestling is it's professional stunt work. It's like choreographed in that way of going, you have to keep yourself safe, but your competitors safe. And it's that a level of trust that you're just giving to someone to perform some of these moves that you just have to rely so much on your own skill and the skill of the competitor. It's amazing stuff, man. It's a beautiful art form that does not get the credit it deserves.
Exactly. I totally agree.
For sure. So as far as the product right now, are you You watching anything right now? What do you think about the wrestling business as it is right now, especially basically with this forbidden door being open with everybody, coming into different federations and everything? What do you think about this?
I think it's growing in the way it needs to go. A lot of people may disagree and say, "Oh, wrestling's dying," or it's changed so much. But that's what happens with evolution. Change happens. That's one thing that is constant is change. Yep. So is evolving to the times that we're in now, with COVID breaking everything down, slowing everything down, closing everything up. Now it's back to almost like territories where
exactly.
you pretty much
we say that all the time. Exactly.
Yeah. Everyone is using their own local guys. And then if you happen to have something that you can bring to the table, then you can go over to the other territory and then kind of make your way through that in that perspective. But I like the way it's going. I think we're going to be okay. If everybody just continues to support each other, stay strong, and keep pushing each other forward, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll stay on that subject. How's your bookings been, man? What's some of the where have you been? What's some of the rivalries you've been facing over this? I mean, how's it affected your travel schedule and just the ability to travel and the audiences you've had going through this global pandemic as we are?
It put my stuff on halt real fast. Yeah. I actually, when they first started talking about COVID back in November of 2019, I was actually in Buffalo working a WWE event. And, they were talking about it backstage. And I was like, man, I don't think this stuff is going to be as bad as everybody's saying.
Right.
And sure enough, a couple of months later, everything started crumbling down. I was actually on my way to Florida to work another WWE event in March. And that week was when COVID hit very big. Like it was just everywhere. Everyone was getting sick. Airports, airlines was shutting down. So I was actually on my way to Florida. Wow. And I got the phone call and said, I had to cancel your booking, bro.
Damn.
We're getting to a point where we're starting to close doors and, make everything smaller, make the circle smaller, keep everything in-house. Sorry, that's my dog.
It's all good.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it, man. I have a cat that runs around here somewhere.
Yeah, mine's trying to come out now as I'm doing this, so it's all good.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, it slowed everything down. I was pretty much sitting in the house, racking my brain, going crazy because I don't like to sit still. I like to constantly be moving, doing things.
Yeah, you're for everything,
Yeah, I was doing a lot of training with CW. I actually, how everybody talks about how they got the COVID-15 where they gained 15 pounds.
Right.
But I actually lost.
You tighten, I was gonna say, you've been working out. I've seen some of your workout videos and stuff you posted and shit. Like, damn.
I actually tightened everything up, but the bookings was very slow. It's starting to pick up now again. I haven't had very many feuds, anything like that, but I'm hoping that everything starts to pick up a little bit more, which is looking like it is, and start picking up some feuds. If not, I'll just go around and just beat people up.
I hear you. So so with everything picking up,
world title match now.
No. Keep the title. I just want to fight.
You just want to fight. You just want to get some hands on somebody.
Yes.
So with everything picking up, and I know everything is state based with the crowds and how many people can come in the shows and everything. With the crowds that you've seen so far at the shows that you've been at and shows that you've performed in, have the crowds been, open and hot and welcoming and excited and like you used to seeing?
I think even more. More before this COVID happened, because a lot of people are just stuck in home. Yeah. There's nowhere to go. There's no entertainment. Like this was the outlet not only for the wrestlers but also for the fans. It's a moment to get away from real life and just forget about the stress and the perils and I gotta pay this bill and the boss is getting on my nerve. The kids is doo-doo all over the place. Like, there's a little small things.
It's life.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we get to forget about life for a little bit and go into virtual reality. So when everything started picking back up and the fans are coming into the doors, and of course they got the mask on, they're doing the procedures and the policies and following the guidelines of the distance and all that. They're a lot hotter than what we were before because they want to see everything. And it's not like I got to go out here and do 10 450s, a couple corkscrews, twisted drivers or something like
anything.
That.
They're just ready to see it. They're just excited.
Lawyers and stuff like that. Go out there and just work a headlock and talk trash to them. That's what they want. They like the engagement. Because a lot of times This is all we have. This is our engagement. We're talking to each other through Zoom, and kids can't even go to school. And like, it was a moment where I had COVID a couple of weeks ago. Well, I tested positive.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any symptoms, but I tested positive. Gotcha. And my son couldn't even be here, so all I could do was talk to him through a phone.
Oh,
so,
man.
a lot of people are getting to the point where like, I want to get out. I want to go out the house. I don't care if we go to Walmart and look at the crazy people in Walmart. Let's go do something.
Hell yeah.
Still here, and we're like, come to a show, come have fun, come and enjoy yourself. People are like there, and they're really engaged into everything that we're doing.
And wrestling's been a wonderful oasis for that. I mean, when a lot of things were shutting down, you actually had the product that kept going. You had WWE that kept pushing. You had AEW, which was still blooming at the time. I think they weren't even a year into things when all this happened. They had to just keep pushing forward and finding ways to adapt and change. Right. And I think that's the beautiful thing. But it's like you said, wrestling kind of just kept going. I mean, hell, JR and I started this podcast during the pandemic. Yeah. We were talking about so much more wrestling because it was that one thing that kept coming out. Movies weren't there. Everything was on halt, but wrestling was that lighthouse out there. And I think the fans are going to come back to it even stronger, especially like you said, now that like the territory days are almost back and everyone can build their brand and carry it around. That's going to be amazing times.
Exactly. And I got to admit, I was worried at one point because it was mid-summer when everything was just shutting down a whole lot more. People were getting stuck in homes, people were losing their jobs, and I was like, I always told guys, go work, go have a job, take care of the family, go do what you need to do, because wrestling will always be here. But there was a point where I was like, I don't think wrestling's going to be here too much longer. Like, I really got worried for a second. I don't worry, but I was like, I was watching guys like, I'm good friends with Scott Armstrong. I was watching him getting furloughed. I was watching a lot of WWE guys get sent home and things like that. I was like, I don't know right now. Like, guys were retiring or saying, I can't sit at home. And now that I've been sitting at home and spending time with the family, I don't think I want to come back to wrestling. Right. And so I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. And it was weighing on me a lot because I love wrestling. It is my outlet. It is absolutely. I feel alive. So when I felt like everything was getting ready to just be closed down, like I was really shutting down, and it was affecting me mentally. And I was like, I need to find something to do. I don't care if I got to go do street fights, underground fights, or something. Like, I need to physically do something, because the way my body works is the more I use my energy, the more I get. If I don't use my energy, it tears my body down. So it's a weird thing. So I was sitting in the house and it was just like losing my mind almost, because it was nothing for me to do except go to work and come home. It was
with that said, so what'd you do? Did you find anything?
I just worked out. That's all I really could do. Just
work out. In a lockdown form, it's like, why wither away? When you actually have all this time on your hands, you can just use it to like focus in. Like you said, you put on, you lost 15 pounds. Like, you got in more physique better, for when the return comes. And it sounds like it's about to rebound.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm so blessed to have CW. Like, he's been in my corner and I've been in his corner. But it was like a moment where he retired. And before that, me and him was training really hard. So I had that outlet. I had somebody that can actually push me as much as I was going to push him. Right. We do workouts. Like, I have a training workout where it consists of 2,000 reps, continuous, nonstop. No water, no nothing.
No water, no break, no nothing. It's just
no break. Just continues.
Wow.
So he and I would meet up and do like that. But when he announced that he was retiring and no longer getting involved in wrestling or anything like that, like right before the week of that he announced his retirement, I spoke to him. I said, CW, let's go to training and let's do an Ironman match, a 1 hour Ironman match right at training. He was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm down for it. If you can get a ref to get there. I was like, I get a ref to be there. You and I can do like a no fans type of thing, empty arena type thing at the training facility. We'll record it. We'll do it live. It'd be just really big thing. He was like, yeah, I'm down for it. And then a couple days later, he announced his retirement. And I was like, that's so I was devastated, because I was like, I was looking forward to it. I was excited, but I also was losing, my best friend.
Losing your friend,
that was helping me with keeping myself together. So when that happened, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Like, what am I going to do now? I have nobody that can actually train with. Like when I train with others, I do increments. So I set blocks. So when I have like 5 people coming to train, I spread them out. You come at 4, you come at 5, you come at 6, you come at 7. So that way I have that good duration of time to work out the entire time.
Out the whole day.
Yeah. And you have someone fresh always in there to keep you just
somebody fresh, always coming. Yes.
Yeah.
If I do everybody at one time, that's only just 1 hour.
It's just 1 hour and you're done. What else you gonna do the rest of the day?
Exactly.
It's staying in your own mind the rest of the day, just going crazy.
And it's almost a good way to break down your own workouts. It's like, all right, 1 hour's legs, 1 hour's arms, 1 hour's backs, 1 hour's this.
The entire time is everything. Every hour.
Like that's blowing my mind a little bit because I played football in college, D1 football, and 2,000 nonstop reps, no breaks, no nothing.
None.
No, I'm good.
I've been workouts.
Good.
40 sets, 10 reps each set.
Dude, I'm disappointed you didn't do
that's
the
impressive.
Match.
That's what's up. Hey, I salute you to that for that. That's impressive, bro. For sure.
I mean, dude, that Iron Man match concept sounded awesome. I mean,
have you done an Iron Man match before?
I have not done an Iron Man match yet.
Well, dude,
and I think a lot of people won't do it with me because they know I can go a whole hour and not get tired.
Because you could go.
They don't look like they tired to blow it up. Like, oh no, I ain't messing with you, Vic.
Yeah. So what's some of the others? So with these Iron Man matches kind of things in mind, what's other kind of stipulation matches that you've been in, like out of the ordinary?
Yeah, man.
Well, I just did a 2 out of 3s falls match this past weekend.
I love those. I love those.
It was great, and I'm a heel at RWC. So as soon as the bell rung, I kicked the guy right in. As soon as the bell rung, I was like,
"That's heel shit."
Well, you were
F'N Wrassling is a heel show for sure. 100%.
We love heel wrestling. Whenever the heels win or do anything, we're just always rooting and cheering.
100%.
And I was like, because I was sitting there thinking about it the entire week, and I was like, what can I do that's going to set myself aside from everybody else? Because every match is going to have a lockup.
Right.
Does mine need a lockup? Not at all. Not at all. And in fact, what's funny is because a lot of the guys in the back was getting a little, not really upset, but they were laughing at me because the month before I wrestled a kid. He's a really good kid. He's one of my good friends and like almost my son. His name is Drew Thomas, and he has problems with his knee. So during the match, his knee gave out on him right in the beginning of the match, like 3 lockups, and his knee gave out. So when they came in to come and bring him out the ring, I just got on the mic because I was like, I got 4 minutes still of a match. What am I supposed to do? So I got on the mic and I started talking trash, and I was like, you see how easy that was? You see why I say I am the only superstar in Ring Wars Carolina, because of things like that. And I had a little feud going on with a referee who's becoming a wrestler. And so I told him, I was like, story time. Once upon a time, Drew Thomas was a referee who became a wrestler. I was always a wrestler. I was always a fighter. So what sense does it make for this young kid who was once a referee to get in here and stand toe-to-toe with me? He's learning to be a wrestler. I've always been a wrestler. So I did a whole promo. So this past Saturday, I walked to the ring with his wrestling shirt on.
Come on, man. That's beautiful. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
With his wrestling shirt on. And I contacted his mom and said, is he coming to the show? She was like, no, I don't think so. I was like, dang it. Because if he was coming to the show, I would say, set up your table. Make sure you have all these shirts out. Because when I walked to the ring with your shirt on, pretty much saying, I got rid of you, you sell out. You would sell out very easily. So, but that didn't happen. But the fans poured onto it. They was so mad. And then when the bell rung, I kicked the guy in the ding ding. So
dude, that is top-notch heel work right there, man.
Yeah, because I was like, I can give you a point. That's fine. But after that, I'm going to hit you with a clothesline from hell. 1, 2, 3. And then after that, I'm just going to wait for you to get up, and I'm going to hit you with another one. And I'm just going to beat you. So that's the advantage for me. Yeah, I may have lost a point. Well, whoop-de-doo. But I got 2 more games. Yeah. So that was my big thing. I've had street fights.
I love it.
I've had cage matches. I've actually had a war games match, which was really fun.
That's my favorite stipulation. That is my favorite type of match. Is the war game style.
It was amazing. It was so much fun. Yeah, I loved it. So I'm hoping for more stipulations, but I really want an Iron Man match.
Yeah,
I really, really do. Like I'm hoping
old school Steamboat Flair.
One day someone would say, you know what, Vic, I want to get with you in an Iron Man match. I'm like, yes, today, right now, let's go. We don't need no ref. The police will come after a while. Right. When the police come, we tell them, look, go on the street and count to 3.
Good. Hell yeah.
Man, well, you're the world champion, dude. Demand it.
Right?
Yes. I will fight.
Tell Donald, get Donald on it.
Yeah.
I'll fight somebody on I-95 right on the highway. Everybody just pull your cars over, turn the headlights on, and let's do it.
That's great, dude. So what do you got coming up, man? I know the UPWA has a show coming up. I think end of
March 27th, I think, right?
Yes,
yeah.
March 27th.
You defending the title against Kobe Carino, huh?
Yes, I'm excited. Okay. I'm so excited because I have not had a one-on-one match with Kobe Carino, and especially not this Kobe Carino. I faced him when he was younger, when he was American Tiger. Okay. And I actually had a match with him. It was a tag match. It was me and James versus him and Ricky Morton. But I've never had an actual one-on-one match with Kobe Carino. So this is going to be exciting because he's grown so much. I've seen, everything that he's done in wrestling. I've been up under his dad. I've learned from his dad. I was gonna ask,
how do you feel do you feel like he might have any extra advantages or anything with his dad being a former ECW wrestler? Steve Carino, to people listening.
C.W. Anderson is my trainer.
Good point. Give people. So give a little bit about CW. Who all has he been with? What all has he done?
CW is also an ECW original, and he is best friends with Steve Carino. So anything that CW knows, Steve knows, and anything that Steve knows, CW knows, and it kind of works in a passing of the torch type thing because Kobe is Steve's son. I'm considerably could be like a son, but I'm a trainee or student or anything, of the game of CW. So anything I may need to know about Kobe that I may need to find out that his dad may pass on to him, I can find out from CW, and then vice versa. Anything that Kobe needs to know from me about me that CW may have passed on to me, he can find out from Steve. So it kind of works.
It's gonna be a good match.
Story, man.
It's gonna be a good match, bro. I can't wait.
I know you were saying like you were tag team first generation. This is like a second generation rivalry now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Awesome. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm excited for it. I've been fishing for this match for a very long time. Every time I walk past Kobe, I'm like, "Yo, Kobe, we're gonna get matched." And he used to tease me a little while. He's like, "Yo, let me train a little bit more. I'm not ready yet. Oh, wow. I get a lot of guys that say, "Yo, I gotta increase my cardio with you. Hold on, I gotta increase my."
Well, man,
because they see my workouts, so they're like, "Hold on, let me." Cardio, but
everyone asks for Iron Man matches, and you're just like begging for one.
Yeah.
You don't hear that often. You don't hear people doing that often, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's coming up in March. This weekend I'm working against Blanco Lonco from Florida at the first time ever events. So this show is so special because every match is a first time ever match. Wow. Like these are like almost like dream matches for the fans and the guys that's in the locker room because a lot of us has never stepped in a ring with each other. Me and Blanco have known each other for about 8 years and has never stepped in a ring with each other. So this is going to be a really big thing. Title matches is putting on the event. It's going to be so much fun.
Where's it at?
This is going to be in Burlington, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. Who
Saturday or Sunday? When is it?
It's going to be this Sunday.
This Sunday? Burlington, North Carolina. If you're in the area, go check that out. Damn, I'd love to go check that out.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Franco Varga is actually working Homicide.
Oh, nice, man.
Okay.
The match I'm really
wow.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun.
It's gonna be cool, like we were saying prior, man. With the forbidden doors of wrestling being kicked open, you can get dream matches like that. You can actually like get these matches that people have been talking about wanting to see for years, and they can happen on these super cards. And the wrestlers benefit because they get to work with people they want to work with, and the fans only win because we get to see these matches that we only thought we could talk about. When this started happening, I compared it to JR to the this is like the MCU moment of wrestling. Of Nick
Yes.
Fury just showed up, and now we're about to build to these amazing things. And as someone who's a comic book geek and a wrestling fan, I'm just sitting here going, "Whoa, this is everything I've talked about for years." So yeah, I just that's how I've been selling it to a lot of my friends who aren't really into wrestling as much. Look, this thing's happening. It's like Marvel movies, but for professional wrestlers. So it's like real superheroes doing stuff now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the perfect example. Yes.
So with that being so, with all the open doors being open and everything, just throw it. If you were to be signed tomorrow, if you were to get a phone call today from any profession, from anybody, from anywhere, Impact, WWE, New Japan, wherever, what would you want? Who would you want that call to be from?
All of them at one time.
Perfect.
Could you pull it off?
I want to pull it off. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd be at Monday Night Raw on Monday, Japan on Tuesday, AEW on Wednesday, and then after I get done with my match, I'll drive down to Orlando and do NXT right along with it. I'll drop the Impact on Thursday, and I'll come back and do SmackDown on Friday.
Right.
I think that's the only answer that Mr. Everything could give.
That makes sense.
On everything. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And if I had my choices of matches, WWE, I want to work Ricochet or Mustafa Ali.
Oh.
I had matches with Cedric. I would love to work Cedric.
Oh.
Buddy Murphy, Aleister Black, Finn Balor, Adam Cole. Like
Adam Cole, baby.
You're naming all the favorites.
Yeah, that'll really push me. Cesaro, I would love, like, that is the ultimate dream match for me is Cesaro, because Cesaro is a exceptional competitor. Like,
he's incredible, right?
Yeah, man.
He's Mr. Everything, the original to me. Like, he is Mr. Everything original, because this guy can just be pretty much do anything. He's there for you. He's a good foundation. He's a good worker. He can, go to toe with you, hand to hand, all that good stuff. If I'm at AEW, I'm going for Cody.
Absolutely, dude.
John Moxley, give me 10. Give me
10. He doesn't get it. That's awesome that you mentioned that you said 10. That's 10, what's up, because he's great. Love him.
Yes.
He doesn't. His name's not out there like the rest of them. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. If I go to Japan, give me Jay White.
Yes.
Immediately.
Switchblade.
Ooh.
Yes. Give me him immediately.
Dude, I just want to see I'd love to see your vibe against Naito.
Yeah.
Like, Naito's one of my all-time favorites. Like, ever since New Japan, he's just been one of those wrestlers. You're just cool.
If I go to Impact, and I'm actually campaigning for it right now, TJP.
TJP, come on.
Ooh, that'd be a fast-paced match.
Come on.
Right, they actually put up Impact put up a post on Twitter saying who should face him next for the X Division title, and I responded and said, "You mind if I have a shot?" And TJ said, "Not at all." So I'm campaigning for it. I'm pushing for it. I'm hoping that someone says, "You know what? Bring the guy in and see what he can do. Put him against somebody doing training or a dark match or whatever, and see what he can do."
Nah, man.
Holy shit.
Go on in
That'd
there,
be
dude.
amazing, yo.
Just open the door for me, and I'll handle the rest.
Right.
Open the door, and I'll cook dinner.
There you go. You hear? Hey, if anybody is listening that can hear that message, get that to him, please.
Hear that, man, right here on F'N Wrassling. Victor Andrews.
This man deserves it, man. He's been putting in work. He's put in the work, and he's good, and he deserves it.
And when you guys talk about the doors are opening, like, I'm actually going to California next week. So I have not wrestled in California yet, but now that everything's starting to open back up, I got an invitation to California. I'm going out there, work the match. I haven't even got there yet, and I've already been invited back.
That's what's up.
So I'm hoping that pans out. I've been talking to Sir Mo down in Texas, see if I can get out there with them. I'm hoping to return back in Denver, for Rocky Mount. I'm just trying to get everywhere. And I actually got a guy that's in Canada, actually helped train a little bit, because he started to come back too. A lot of guys that retired or that come back somehow find their way to me. And it's like, yo, help me with my cardio, or help me with a couple of things. Like, see what I would bring people.
Why not?
Help this guy. He's trying to get back, whatever. And so I'm trying to get down to Canada. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. Well, Ric Flair always attributed cardio to everything. Like, his whole success was like cardio. I mean, And that's so it just kind of speaks to the ability of why, you know, Iron Man matches. I'm just stuck on like, I love an Iron Man match too.
I do too, yeah. I do too.
Hey, you know what? That comes from my boxing, my MMA background.
Yeah, it does.
If you can't breathe, you can't fight. You know, if you got no oxygen, your legs are wobbly, and you can't go 5 rounds, let alone 10. So that's where it all comes back to me. It's just like I actually trained a guy who wanted to become a boxer now, and I made him run the entire time. Like you're constantly moving in the ring the entire time. You're doing shuffles, and then you're doing squats, and then you're running in place, and then you're doing jumping jacks, and then you're picking up the weights, and you're doing shuffles again. And so you're constantly moving, and then you're doing step overs on the bags. And after he got done, he was like, "Man, I can't breathe." And I said, "That's exactly why I have you doing this, because you're going to get to a point where your body is so accustomed to it that you can breathe a whole lot better. So when you actually get in the ring and you get hit, you have so much strength and so much oxygen in your legs that you won't go down.
Won't go down.
Yeah, man. It just pop right back up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and you just use the speed, and if you got a little power, just throw power in there.
There it is.
Awesome, dude.
Damn.
So I asked, man, because as I was doing some research, I came across a couple of finisher moves that you've had over the years, and a couple of signature moves. So
yeah,
now what would you say is your finisher move?
Right now, I'm trying to push the clothesline from hell. Nice. I just used it this past Saturday. It looks so good, and not to just blow my own horn, but it looked so good, and I have not seen many people that really using it anymore. You know, not ABL, and nobody's really using it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna grab that right there, and I'm gonna stick it in my pocket over here, and I'm gonna use it every now and then.
And a strong clothesline just sells everything well.
Yes, and it gives a good snap to it and everything. Like you really hit it really well.
Yeah,
it makes the fans be like.
And if you have the right competitor, I'm gonna defend this. I'm gonna go take a feud for Riley.
Broke his neck.
When you have someone like Marco Stunt who can take a clothesline from hell and do like a 360 flip in the air from it, it sells really well. And that's why Marco Stunts is in the business, JR. He can take it really well.
So
long-standing feud between me and JR here. I had an opportunity, I had to take it.
That was great shot right there, Chase. So we do a little thing on the show. We call it "Get the F out of my wrestling," right? And my whole thing, I do see that with Marco Stunt. I get it. I get it. There's no way he could ever beat anybody, in my opinion. Blah blah blah. But I say I want to get Marco Stunt the F out of my wrestling, right? Is there anything in wrestling that you would want to just say, "Get the F out of my wrestling" too?
No.
Okay.
Actually, because reason being is because wrestling evolves so much, and now it's something for everybody. A lot of people they talk bad about Joey Janela and the things that he does, and Effie and all these guys, but it's something for everybody now. It isn't just it's just the blue collar wrestling. You can't do that. You can't say this. Because everything is so sensitive now. You can't say, Trump is a bad president. Oh, what? What do you mean? Right. Trump's a great guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, forget Black Lives Matter. What do you mean? I don't like him because he likes another guy. Wait, what do you mean? You can't. It's something for everybody. So it isn't nothing I'll say, that needs to get out of wrestling. That needs to stop. No, because now it's something for everybody. Everybody can enjoy it in some capacity. So no, there's nothing that I want to take out of wrestling.
Absolutely, man.
That's a great idea. Shit, we might have to take that out of the show now, yo. That's a great answer, man.
Wrestling.
That's good.
Wrestling,
it's evolved so much.
You're right. I mean, you're 100% correct. It's a buffet. Like, it's a buffet. It's a pizza that if you don't want that, don't put it on your plate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're 100% correct.
Wrestling, if you had to personify it, it's Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
Reason being because Jackson went around the world unifying people. It wasn't just I'm here for this black person, I'm here for this white person, I'm here for this person that's in Russia. He was unifying people. And that's what wrestling does. It unifies people. Like, I could not like you all day. I see you in the street and I'm arguing with you. But if we go to a wrestling show and we like the same wrestler, we're going to cheer. We're gonna I'm gonna bust you in the head. We're gonna cheer. Hey man, you see that? That's right. You kick us behind, and then we leave. It's like, whatever, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you said, for those 2 hours or however long the show is, there's that bond of, hey, we're here for good professional wrestling. Years ago, man, I was getting like lunch somewhere, and I was wearing a Bullet Club t-shirt at the time when they were still just like building up in New Japan. And me and some random stranger just kind of walked up and went, too sweet. And just someone just too sweet to me just went, hey man, I know what that means, and I know that you must be a wrestling fan, so I can just walk up to this total stranger, and for this one moment, there's a human connection.
Nope.
Yes. And you may not talk about anything after that, but the fact that you guys walked up and had that one connection. I had a guy walk up to me and say, yo, I love that shirt and I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And he walked away and I walked away. And it was that moment, it was like, it doesn't matter what my color was, who I'm standing next to, how much money I got in my pocket, any of that. It was that moment that I connect with this individual in some capacity. And for right now, no matter what his ideals are, I love him. And that's what we need. And that's what planet Earth needs. With everything that's going on with COVID, wars and, people, going against the grain of, what you believe. This is what we need. We need something that connects all of us. I like the fact that WWE travels so much. And that was one of the biggest things I always talked about when I talked to like younger guys. They were like, yo, why WWE? I was like, have you seen what they've done? Yeah, man, I don't like that match. I said, no, I'm not talking about the match. I'm talking beyond that. The matches are something that you get to enjoy, you get to watch, but it's beyond that. They went to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
And women were in the crowd. Yes. Women were wrestling. For that moment, they forgot about that ideal of women have no respect here.
Or anything like that, yeah.
Everything starts opening up. So that is what wrestling is. Wrestling, and not to go against anybody's, belief or anything like that, but if I had to, give an example, wrestling is Jesus. This is a resurrection of life. Wrestling is bringing everybody together as a people. And that's it. You can come and you can enjoy your favorites and you can boo the ones that you don't like. But at that moment, you're all doing it together.
Absolutely, man.
Wow. Shit.
Wow, man. Mr. Everything hits you with wrestling and facts and then philosophy.
That's what's up.
Hits you right in the heart, man.
And it's 100% right. Like,
and 100%. And that is why I would never stop doing this. That is why I felt like I was going crazy when I couldn't do it, because of how much it means to me and how much it means to the world. I want to be a voice for the world. I want to bring everybody together. I want to have a moment where someone comes to me and they give me a hug because they felt something, whether they were mad at me or they were happy for me. At that moment, they didn't have to think about what they had to go through in life. They didn't have to worry about being sick. The worst things that the doctors do is tell you that you're sick, because you start to believe it. When you start to believe it, your body breaks down and then you become sick. I have not had a flu since 2000, since I left the military. And it's not because of what they gave me in the military as far as the shots or anything like that. Someone would come to me, if I sniffle and they say, are you getting sick? I say, no, I don't get sick, because I prepare my mind to say, all right, we don't get sick. So whatever it is, we're going to go and fix it. I have not been sick. I don't even drink water. For 19 years, I have not had any water, and I don't get sick. I was tested positive for COVID and didn't have not one symptom the entire 2 weeks I was sitting in my house. It's a mindset. It is a mindset, and that's what wrestling gives you. It gives you the mindset that you can forget everything that's going on. You may walk in there sick and feeling body aching and everything else, but once that first sound, that first music, that first interest happens, you forget that. Yeah, and for that 2 hours that you're sitting, and at 2 hours that you're sitting in your seat, or if you're standing, you are not sick. You are not even worried about it. You're not even thinking about it. And it doesn't hit you until you get home and you take your medicine.
Damn. Yo. Yes. Like, dude, man, people, do y'all hear this? Like this is what's up. This is what a professional wrestler. This is what a professional athlete. This is what a man just sounds like. Like that. I'm so man. Damn, thank you for coming on. And this is
so much. Like,
this is way more. This exceeded any little small expectation I had, man. This is speaking with you has been an inspiration, yo. Like this is incredible.
Thank you. Victor Andrews, President 2032. Maybe.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
2032. Okay. That 10 years. So 10 years in wrestling, then go into the politics.
And if nothing else, that's a hell of a gimmick.
Uh-huh.
Just think about like walking to the ring, the suit, the pomp and circumstance playing. Yeah, that's a hell of a gimmick.
But that is my ultimate goal. That is really my ultimate goal, is become president.
Nice, man.
Hey, with you saying it, I believe you. I believe it.
Yeah.
I totally believe I'll be seeing you and probably voting for you come 2032.
Thank you.
So yo, put out how can everybody catch you on social media, plug all your stuff,
Start
man.
your hand out, man. Spread the word.
All right, so the quickest and easiest way to get there is go to my website. My website is www.thevictorandrews.com. That is TheVictorAndrews.com. And then you guys want to look, and if you happen to not remember what the website is, then my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter are all the same. It's I'm_Mr. Everything. And if you want to follow me on TikTok and see the silly videos that I do, it's I'm_Mr. Everything_VA. And just link with me. I'll follow back and let's have fun. Let's make wrestling.
Exactly.
Let's make wrestling everything.
Yes.
There you go, man.
By the way,
man. What's up?
Face love shirt.
Thank you. Thank you very much, good sir.
Me and my son are big horror fans. My son has been a horror fan since he was 2 years old. I legit. Hold on one second. Let me show you this real fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for a second.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
Look, that beautiful title is in the shot now.
Look at that.
Look at that beautiful title.
That it looks good.
That is a great.
That looks good.
Oh my god, dude!
So this is a tag team trophy.
Okay.
This is the UPWA title. This is a supermodel trophy.
Hey.
Cup.
All right.
I was the very last NSW heavyweight champion. I was the very last NSW social media champion.
What?
I've been on the cover of Brazen Beauty magazine as a model.
Nice.
My associate's degree. I miss everything. I'm letting it go.
Legitly Mr. Everything.
Dude, that wrestlers have the best collections.
They do.
And speaking of,
what's that?
Oh,
come on, man.
Oh man, the good guy doll from the Child's Play movie.
Yes.
Wow.
My son is a big Chucky fan. He loves Chucky and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Dude, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that original is the best horror movie ever made. I love the only thing I love more than professional wrestling is horror movies.
Yes.
Like those are my
same way. He is 5 years old. And if you guys ever see any videos of him, he is my tag partner right now. We have a tag team called Dynasty. He walks into the ring. He has his own persona that he created himself. He trains himself. He trains on his promos. He works on his promos all the time. He will pull up his tablet, turn on the video, and cut a promo, and then bring it to me and say, "Daddy, what you think of this?" He is only 5. By the time he's old enough to actually wrestle, I guarantee, I seriously believe he's going to be signed before he was in even time. Before his time has even come, he's going to be signed because this kid is so dedicated to the craft of wrestling. And that is a big thing for me because my son is another connection. We have a strong bond anyway.
Right.
He was born premature. I did the skin to skin with him. So I imprinted him.
Right.
This is another thing that strengthens our bond. I didn't grow up with a father. I have my son. All he knows is daddy. Is either daddy the daddy or daddy the wrestler or daddy the model or daddy the actor. But at the end of the day, it is still daddy. and I am right here. So there's the biggest thing for me. Like when I saw him my model magazine, the pride he had in his eyes, it got to a point where I almost had a tear in my eye, and I started fighting with him. Just so I wouldn't look like I was getting ready to cry. I was like,
you want to cry?
You want to wrestle? You want to wrestle a little bit? You want to fight? Come on, let's fight a little bit.
Let's get this ring. Let's get this ring, boy.
A little bit. Look, we were in the car. I was like, yo, I'm about to just reach back, seat, and just punch you in the face, you know.
So what I'm hearing is that the Mysterios need to watch their back because the Andrews are aiming for them.
Yes, exactly. Actually, we've been challenging Matt Hardy and Wolfgang.
Yes.
That would be very interesting because everybody's age. Everybody's close in age. You know, me and Matt Hardy are not that far from age, and Wolfgang and Rome are the same age.
Wow.
So
that's perfect. Just throwing it out there, right? Just throwing it out there.
Look, if it happens, it was set first on F'N Wrassling.
There it is. Yo, we got, man.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Yo, we got to have you on again sometime, bro. Like, this is incredible. Like,
I would be honored. I truly appreciate it. And people that are listening, wrestlers that are listening, the biggest thing that I got to, express is gratitude to you two, because I've never met you guys before. This is our first time meeting each other. You guys are all over the world. I don't have the access to talk to everyone as much as I would like to, talk to people that I never met. You guys give us that platform.
Oh man, thank you so much.
Please keep doing what you're doing, because it was not for you guys, we would not have the ability to talk to people that we never had the ability to talk to before. So thank you guys so much for doing this, for having me on, because this is what wrestling does. This is what podcast does. This is what you guys do. You connect the people. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate you guys.
Oh man, just come punch me. So
man, you want to fight, man? We got to fight.
What are you doing here?
Where my son at? I got to beat my son up for a little bit now. I'm about to
run, kids, run!
I'm a friend of the channel, man. You have anything to promote? Just come on up back anytime you want, dude. Please.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Word up, man. Thank you for sure, man. Victor Andrews, people, check him out.
The current UPWA world champion.
Yes, check him out. Now, hey, I can't wait. I will be there for sure, March 27th, no doubt. Can't wait to see you perform at Wilmington, man, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Great rest of your day.